Hey folks, and welcome back to MusicalConman Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. It has been a while, and wanted to try and get one more run in, see how it treats people. I'm not exactly making it for 10 million YouTube subscribers, but I've got a couple of friends who have watched these videos and tell me they want to watch more, so to those friends, hi, and if somehow through the magic of the internet anyone else happens to stumble upon this, hello as well. So, playing Isaac. I've already completed my first save file and I'm working on file number 3, so let's pick a new run. Alright, I've got all this stuff complete. I don't even remember what I haven't completed, and I'm not feeling like looking it up right now, so let's just do the daily challenge, see what we get. And I'll just do a quick check to make sure this is recording. It is recording. Okay, so we're playing Eve. Eve's got the razor blade, which means she can damage herself to get bonus damage in that room, and it means you can damage yourself, which doesn't always seem like a good thing, but in fact, because of Eve's other passive item, or Babylon, being at low health means you got bonus damage, so that's a good thing. And I'll probably just go to that big room and pop it right now. I haven't yet because I'm being a little conservative with my health. But, you know what? Might as well go for it. So, this ought to make it so I one-shot each fly in this room, which is not a big deal, but a minor help. Walnut. That's going to make it so it's a trinket that does nothing except potentially generate another trinket. Rosary is a great... Well, okay, it's not great. I was thinking of Relic. But Rosary is going to give me just 3 soul hearts right now. That's Small Rock. That's an awesome damage upgrade. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take that. Could have waited to the boss to do it, but I just grabbed it now. Ah, lost my train of thought. Anyway, I can damage myself to get more damage in that room and ongoing until I heal up. So now I'm back at normal, lower damage. The Small Rock is going to really mitigate the effects of that. Give me some more ability to bring pain. That lowers my speed a little bit, but luckily my starting speed is not too bad. Oh, Walnut! I was explaining Walnut. So, when I take damage a couple times, the Walnut will crack and reveal another random trinket. So, if I find any trinket that's better than this, I'll take that instead, but in the meantime, it's perfectly nice to have. If I get another bone, I'll come back to that 10 rock, but considering I've got damage and health, I'm pretty happy with the Small Rock get and everything else I already have. This is a great first floor, and we're going to move on to the next part of the daily challenge. If I can survive these last 2 flies. Super Bandage. Okay, our HP is stacked. And with no bombs, we don't really have to do any calculations about should we go to this room or that room. Okay, boss challenge room, that's points. Since this is a daily challenge that goes all the way to the dark room, and I'm going to want to go quick here so that we can fight boss rush and ideally hush, which means I had better not take too long. However, having said that, I'm going to take a detour to do this boss challenge room because it also gives me points. I think there may have been some redoing of the daily challenge scoring. Maybe you don't need to do boss rush and hush, and all that matters is that you do one of them. I don't know. I haven't been playing much in a while, and when I last played, it got you more points to do both. And it's my first run back in a long time. Why not do that? So, shoot the monstro from the top, shoot the monstro from the right. Come on, buddy, take some damage. We're on the clock here. Jump, jump, jump. Alright. Hopefully get me a key or something here. Hey, what do you know? I should call my shots more up. So right now we are at 3 red hearts. One of them is full, and we've got a bunch of soul hearts. So if we can get another... Okay, we got an Emperor card. If we can get a little more red hearts, I would love to use Razor Blade to check out the Curse Room without losing any soul hearts for it. But, not a big deal. Okay, Seraphim. Speaking of not a big deal, it's not really going to scale and be useful later on, but it is nice right now. There's one of the red hearts I was hypothetically dreaming up to get into that Curse Room. Don't really need that bomb. I pushed I left the room before it exploded just because of a hypothetical dream of coming in and out of the room and pushing it to the left wall to search for a secret room, but that's not a likely spot, and honestly, it's just not worth the time compared to having a few extra seconds to get the boss rush, just to take that really low percentage roll. Okay, so what we're gonna do, oops, well that complicates things. I didn't need to pick that up. I was gonna use the Razor Blade to get into the curse room and the Emperor card to get out, but since I picked up that white heart, I don't want to use Razor Blade because I believe that will destroy my white heart and my permanent HP, so we're going to take our double deal heal here, leave the Joker card to pick up on the next floor. That's fine. So we're just gonna, I think we are going to go take a quick shot at that curse room. Okay, Vert Pill is not coming to the next floor with us, but at least we've discovered it. That's not really worth the time. I mean, it would have been, considering I doubled back, but it's certainly not worth going back for now. Okay, so we'll hop in here. Do we even want the Bible? We'll take a shot at it for the transformation. The Bookworm transformation, I don't think that was worth it. If I had been playing more, I could probably have gotten that without taking damage, but it is what it is. And hey, I forgot that because we got Polydactyl is coming with us to the next floor. So that's not worth it. Well, we'll blow him up. We can use a key. That is not that. We do have the Joker card, so we're not going to use it right away because there's a chance we could get a double deal on this floor naturally. We're going to use it on a floor where we've already fought the boss and didn't get a double deal. Or if something else better comes up first. I would love to fight that for the points, but it isn't worth it. And I think I should just get this going because we do need to get a move on a little bit, and saving it for the most optimal room for a single damage boost is just not as good as having the permanent damage burst long term. Oh, speaking is a little sloppy today. I guess I haven't been doing recordings like this in a while. Okay. Get out of the way of these. Shelf. That's what I am talking about. So let's just hit up both those rooms actually. Treasure room first. 6 minutes on Catacombs 1 is not ideal for the reroll because the Cloud is not amazing. Cursed Eye is certainly not amazing. Tech X is remarkably amazing. Wow. I wonder how many people doing this daily challenge got that particular reroll, because that is going to give us a huge edge over the competition for anybody who didn't get that, because for those who are not aware, Tech X turns your tears into laser rings that deal the same damage as your regular tears constantly. You can have a bunch of them at once. The little ones do the same damage as the big ones. It is just one of the best ways to up your damage, and it also just hits so many enemies at once. Why not? I figure I just grabbed that as a strength card or whatever, just for a little damage on the boss for Razor Blade. That is the first damage we've taken this run. It was a little embarrassing, but whatever. Distracted. I'm gonna take a Wheel of Fortune just for the next time we blow something up. That Horrible Night to have a curse animation does not count on the endgame timer, which is what we're going for boss rush and just points in general. No reason not to take that. No reason not to take both of these, really. Guppy's Collar is a long shot at getting Guppy, but why not? And we have the low odds of getting a double room on that floor, but we got it anyway, so we're going to keep that Joker card moving along with us. We've got low enough health to walk into this room. I'm going to do it. Now we can fly. As soon as we pick that up. Just going to be just a second. On the off chance we do get a health up on this floor, the white heart granted by Fate, the item I'm picking up here, is going to make it so that we can't use Razor Blade, but I think the expedient option is just to either not pick up health or suck it up, because we're doing fine. Oh my gosh. The game just likes me right now. Is this... I guess this is on easy, but I think that only really affects champion enemies and red heart drops, so... Really, I think this is kind of attributed to that. It's just a lucky game. Why did we... Oh, Deathless gave us the key. So the room dropped bombs and Death's List, which is one of the items we picked up in the last double deal. Puts a skull over a random enemy in the room. If you kill that one first, it gives one to the next enemy, and if you kill the last enemy in the room while it has a skull over it, you get a bonus. Sometimes it's a coin or a key or a bomb. Sometimes it's a permanent stat upgrade. I'll take a little damage to see what's in here. It reduces our score by a little bit, but it's worth it. So as you can see, I'm not going out of my way to kill enemies in order every time, because, especially with Tech X, sometimes you're just gonna kill a bunch of stuff. Like, if I was playing just for, well, I am playing just for fun, but if I was playing just on my own completion mode and didn't care about boss rush, I would probably go around and try to kill the dips and the poops, whatever the dancing ones are called. In the right order there, get a Death's List bonus, but since we're trying to get to boss rush, we're just gonna kill him, move on. So Death's List, you could think of it as a challenge you can do for an extra reward, or you could think of it as just, hey, there's a lot of rooms with 3 enemies, and there's decent odds that, you know, 1 out of every however many times you're just going to kill those enemies in the right order by accident. So think of it as worst case scenario. It's just an item that sometimes randomly gives you a pickup or permanent stat upgrade. Hard to top that. We do have plenty of time to grab this. Bomb's Wig, just going to give us a little passive damage upgrade. We have a chance to spawn spiders every time. I'm going to take a quick gamble for a secret room here. Paid off. I'm not going to look for the super secret room. I'm just going to grab this, grab these, and move on. So 2 bombs for a bomb, 2 coins, and a tiny bit of points for exploring a room. I'm going to call that perfectly fine. Since we have 5 bombs, I'm going to go ahead and check right here as well. To make sure it loads up that mushroom. I think that would have gotten it, and no luck. Pick up the black hearts, because that'll replace our soul hearts with black hearts, which do a little damage when you break them, and since we're leaving the floor behind anyway, why not? Honestly, I don't remember if we got a double deal on that floor. We didn't, so I should have used the Joker card, and that is completely my mistake. Hey, little rusty. I have not been, as many of you watching this, which is to say my real-life friends, know, I haven't been playing video games that much for a while, including Isaac, because I've had some health issues that have made it a little difficult, which means I'm only going to be recording 1 Isaac run today, but I'll make the most of it, I'll enjoy it, and hopefully a couple of people who've requested it will too. Okay, this is a little annoying. It's going to make it a little harder to get all the exploration on the floor, but we're just going to deal with it. Did we need to pick up that heart? No. Did we do it? You can see at the last second there I tried to kill them in the proper order, but unfortunately they died at the exact same time, no bonus. So when I'm on an amnesia floor and I don't remember exactly where things are, I just try and do things methodically. So I know there's no rooms above or to the left of that room. I know there are some to the right and below. So I'm just trying to cross off paths. So right now there's just 2 directions I could possibly go. There's back and to the right, or there's forward. This has a couple directions with double golden keys. We'll open this room for free. 5 is going to let us redo the floor for more points. The downside is it will take extra time, but since we have Tech X and high damage, and flying, and full HP, and contract from below giving us tons of pickups, wow, are we stacked. And I do think we can beat it in time to get to boss rush. Yippee is just a really nice passive item. Hey, greed is actually kind of the best case scenario here, because we don't really need... I'm sure there's an item from the shop I would quite like, but we don't need anything, and it would have been great to get some just extra money there to have extra points at the end of the run. So, I'm gonna explore this entire floor, beat the boss. Actually, since I already have Small Rock and I'm full health, there was actually no reason to spend a bomb to blow up that Tinted Rock. That's one. Oops, I did not notice the TNT I was standing on. That did pop Walnut and give me Broken Ankh, which would give me I think a 50% chance, or 15 or whatever. Yeah, I did not kite him properly. To resurrect his blue baby after dying, so I took a couple of unnecessary hits there. I'm not going to take Sister Maggie because why would you? And I don't need that badly to get under health. So I do think I have time to explore the entire floor and then explore it again a second time. These have a chance to give me a dime or nickel, or maybe just a nickel when broken. So I'm going to just open them since I have free keys for this floor. So nothing I do will use up keys, except visiting a key beggar. Oh, did I explore this entire path? My mistake. I should have probably used the Wheel of Fortune card at some point. Yeah, this is complete. Alright, building that mental map. Okay, down, and then left from the big room. That's what it is. Anyway, Wheel of Fortune, just going to spawn a slot machine, which is pretty much completely useless. Except that when it blows up, it'll give me stuff. Depths 1 again. Depths 1 this time. No reason to do that, because I have full health, but it's just habit, and whenever I see those purple fires, I just instinctively want to move real quick before I get hit. In my experience, a lot of getting practiced at this game is just having played it enough times that in that split second when something happens, you can just make your decision a little quicker. When the enemy fires, you know which way to dodge a little sooner, or if you've seen the same enemy, you know which way to dodge before it fires. For example, anything that fires directly at you, you know you gotta sidestep. And you can do it with your eyes closed. See what that is. Addicted. Not a good pill, but doesn't have any negative effect on us on long term, just for that room. So, Depths 1 again, let's fight the boss. I keep forgetting to get my double deal with my Joker card. No, I think I got one of the last 4. Oops, I thought the laser was a little smaller there. Felt like I could just grab above it. Okay, I am going to use my Joker card on this floor. I pinky promise, please don't let me forget. Leave me an angry comment if I forgot. Don't worry, I'll already get myself for it. Hey! If you heard that little noise, that was Deathless proccing and giving us a permanent fire rate upgrade, because we killed the enemies in the right order. So now our fire rate is at the maximum that it can get without outside factors, well, without things that break the normal rules and reduce your tier delay instead of just increasing your tiers. I think Ball of Bandit just saved me from taking some silly damage. There. Okay, so we're going to use that. No, we don't want to use that Joker card to skip that challenge room, because unlike a normal run, we're looking for the points that Jimmy will give us. So I think we'll just use the Joker card at a normal point. Use Crystal Ball. I don't think it's better than Razor Blade. I mean, it might be, but I just really like being able to keep myself on bonus, even if it's not that relevant. That's just going to give us a very tiny damage upgrade. Probably should have kept re-rolling, but I am feeling the time pressure a little bit. Maybe I couldn't. Again, don't need to blow that up because I have Small Rock and full health, so I will not blow up this next one. Super great. Alright. Here's that money I was talking about. Come on. Well, not the way I expected, but I'll take it. Oops. That's why we have Razor Blade. Okay. Crystal Ball did give us vision of the secret room. Maybe we should have kept it. I'm just actually being careful about avoiding red hearts, but it's gone forever. And I can accept this. I think we've taken unnecessary damage, what, like 3-4 times, so our score should be pretty good. Top. Again, I have not played in a while, so I don't know what's a good score these days. Ghost Baby is not a common get from breaking a skull, let alone a single skull. But as you see, it can happen. I'm not forgetting that Joker card. I don't know why I'm making everyone and myself wait for it, but... Oh, no luck on that super secret room. Sure, I will take both of these. I'm taking the Void because it's good, and I'm taking the other one because it's free. I'm not going to explore for extra health because I don't think we're going to die, and I do think we're going to be able to get enough health to get to full by the end of the run. Telepills. Hey, close enough. Get out of there, just in case this is paralysis. Oh, just froze up for a second there. We got time. The Maw of the Void, the item I got in the double ring, you can see if I charge up for a couple seconds, which I won't normally do with Tech Axe except when I'm entering a room. I've got that glowing red circle that's going to give me a big damaging thing. It hurts enemies a lot, and when I kill enemies with it, it has a chance to make them drop a black card. That was a 6 room. It re-rolls all of my items, all the pickups on the floor. Whoops. And as fun as it might be, it would completely destroy all our strengths here, and would probably not let us get to boss rush. And also, I haven't played a while. Let me just get a really strong run here. Jesus. 2020. It's a very strong item. Guppy's head? Cricket's head. Better. Normally would take Golden Horseshoe, which would give us a chance when entering a treasure room to get a double treasure room with 2 item pedestals, but unless we find another 5 room, which we won't, this is... Oh, Ghost Baby did that? No, what did that? I don't know. I'm gonna re-roll this once and maybe come back after our boss room. Buy some stuff. Buy some stuff that is fine. I like this stuff, math. And I want this stuff, useless. I mean, not useless, but we already have that effect. Actually, not useful to us. Not useful to us. Not useful to us. Oh, jeez. If I miss boss rush because of this. Okay. Because of my own hubris. But no, that's the boss room right there. We can definitely kill this room and the boss in 30 seconds. And even Krampus if it comes to that. I mean, look at that. What, are you worried? Okay. Just thinking for a second here. I definitely wasn't going to keep either of those items. The question is whether I was going to take Book of Belial just for the book transformation. I mean, actually, now that we have no red hearts, Razor Blade is not useful to us. I have Book of Belial in my head in the category of items that are good enough to have, but not good enough to replace anything. And I've had anything that's worth keeping, and I've had Razor Blade for this run in the category of item that I'm keeping, but the category has changed because we no longer have really any red health. We've successfully traded it all away. So, Razor Blade isn't worth keeping. Should have probably taken the book. Not going to be a big deal. The only lasting effect is that it might have given us a higher chance of Devil Deals, which could give us items to become more powerful, but as you can tell by the fact that I'm not at all paying attention to this boss rush, we're pretty powerful anyway. Shouldn't have any trouble exploring, following the floors fully, and fighting Hush. I'm pretty sure fighting Delirium doesn't really give you any points worth speaking of these days, so I'm not going to bother with that, and you cannot fight Mega Satan on the daily run unless the daily run is specifically designed to have you fight Mega Satan. At least, again, unless things have changed in the last year or so since I was playing much. But I don't see why they would change that for a little thing. I haven't known the daily runs to be a major focus of development. That's Bluff. Bluff Boat. As people online might tend to almost say. We pretty much killed all the enemies that can snipe me from off screen before I noticed them. We pretty much killed all the enemies. So we don't really have anything to be that careful of. Ball and Chain is not even good enough to pick up for free. It just gives a chain behind us that will damage enemies and break rocks when we move into it, which would let us break rocks for free. But we don't want them. So since the last room on this path is a big room, we know it cannot be the boss room, and since we want to explore the floor fully, for those sweet, sweet exploration points, we're going to go this way first, to have a little less backtracking later. Thank you for popping your head up early. That blessed thing can be the worst enemy in the game, in that it will just not let you play it. It won't let you play the game. It won't move, it won't shoot you, it won't pop up, you can't hurt it, it can't hurt you unless you run into it to die. I once had this last for 6 solid hours, and that may not be true, but it felt true at the time. It was an awful 10 seconds. Okay. So breaking rocks for free. Oof. I should maybe watch the game. Oh, I guess we're going to the... I have the Polaroid, so I guess we're going to the chest, not the dark room. My mistake. You can see I'm getting a little sloppier in my play here, just because of, you know, overconfidence from our massive power, which if I were just playing to win would be enough, but since I am playing for score, I don't want to get hit needlessly. And since the powerful items we got weren't just secret things we found off the beaten path. I mean, Tech X a little bit, but Double Shot was free. A lot of people are going to have the same power level, and if we want to have comparable scores to them on the daily run, we just have to get more points in the few little ways we have. One of those ways could be by not picking up items, but I think Infamy has a chance to keep us from getting hit and block damage and block damage-based point loss, so it earns its keep. Not worth a reroll, because although Guppy's Head would be a nice dream, I don't think at this point that getting a third Guppy item is super likely in the remaining time of the run. Get my Duck's List order kills. And honestly, we're powerful enough that becoming Guppy wouldn't matter for any enemy except Hush. My bad. This enemy is a little new since I was last playing the game much. Should have rerolled that, but whatever. We're playing fast. And we're playing loose. So, I'm not going to blame myself too much for taking a hit on an enemy I have not practiced quite as much against. I don't know if that enemy's new. That wasn't added in like a free patch or anything. Maybe I just haven't encountered it much. It's Afterbirth Plus. Whatever. Could take that black heart to upgrade our hearts, could blow up that machine for some pills, but we haven't had any pills that make a serious permanent difference, and it's just not worth it. Every second we're losing about 2 points, and it doesn't hurt to have those couple points. We're just going to do a quick secret room check to see if we can get in without getting hit. We can. I forgot we had Boner Boy. And I also think that Infamy blocked us from getting hit by a rock that exploded, so we are just getting saved from our own mistakes quite a lot here. Man, Bomber Boy. Such a nice item. Not a primary means of attack, but if you have a bad one, thanks Stencilus for that luck that will get us more things. If you don't have great means of attack, you'll want to rely on Bomber Boy to get your tough runes, and the fact that we've not had to do that at all, I'm just going to get rid of that. The fact that we have not had to do that at all really says some good things about how this run is going. I am not going to take damage to open that chest, because unlike IV bags and other things, that chest doesn't take from your red hearts or anything, it takes from your, just the top of your health bar, so your soul hearts. And unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that hitting that one would count not as self-damage, which is only loses you like 1 point on your final score, but as enemy damage, which loses you quite a lot of points, and it just really adds up. If you get hit a decent few times, you lose a few thousand points. It makes the difference between, you know, a top 50, a top 100, a top 500, or, you know, if you get hit enough times, a top anything because you die. It lives, but not for long, because we are incredibly comfortable. Man, what a run. Nothing fancy, just good items that kill things. These are both good, and I don't think it's actually going to be worth it for us right now. That probably was not worth it. Picking up the nail might have technically been good because it would let us keep HP, but I don't think we're going to lose much HP. Mom's box is probably better than the razor at this point. Just if we get anything of use at all. Open all these. We've got a first run in. Those are okay items. Neither of these is good. I will take the virus and reroll one of those. The virus just makes it so when you touch an enemy, they get poisoned, and an enemy who dies from this particular poison has a decent chance to give you a black heart, which, if we had any form of invincibility, would be a great way to get black hearts, which, if we had any need for health at all, would be cool. But we don't, and we don't. Or maybe just we don't twice. I don't remember what we said. So as you can see, if we stand right here, Hush almost can't hit us. Almost did hit us because I took my hand off the keyboard for a second just to rest it. Oh, that's right, we have a nightlight, so whichever direction we're facing, we're going to slow the bullets coming from that path. So you see if we just stand facing it, which is going to give us a lot of time to stand in one spot and hit it. It does have the unpleasant side effect of making the bullet patterns a little more chaotic, and potentially getting you in trouble, because if you fought this boss a lot of times like I have, you do kind of have a handle on what Hush tends to do, and just changing the bullet pattern with Nightlight can make it so that it's your muscle memory is not going to get you through it. You can see right there, I was just kind of frozen for a second trying to figure out my way out of that one. I'm sure people who play a lot of bullet hell games are laughing at that. This one, I just need to get the good spot and stay there. That's a good spot. I really should be trying to shoot the smallest possible tech X's, because that means I'm firing at maximum frequency. That just means a lot of, not mashing, but just tapping. Let's see, let's tap that in here. That's okay. I haven't fought this boss in a while. I played a little bit, not like whole runs, but just little bits here and there on a friend of mine's Switch, and her save file has not yet unlocked the blue point, so no fighting Hush out there. Hi, friend. I'm not saying my real name or any of my friends' real names because of the hypothetical possibility that someday this is watched by more people, because the internet is weird. We could go and fight Delirium. I don't think that gets us more points. I think that would actually get us less points because of not exploring these next two floors and getting points. If we got Delirium Portal at the end of the final floor, I would go down into it just for fun, but I don't think it's worth skipping any other floor for. I guess we'll see how the scoring is calculated at the end of it. So you can see, even though I have 99 coins, I'm picking them up because each coin you pick up above the maximum gives you a tiny amount, like 3 points, so not worth walking more than about 2 seconds for. But if you're there, worth taking a tiny alteration in your path to pick them all up. We cannot pick up soul hearts above full, so there's no reason to blow up those fire. Coins are going to give us... Sorry, keys are going to give us bonus points, but speaking of coins, we've got the Keeper, which has a chance to generate tears when we shoot things. I do not remember whether this happens with Tech X or not. When you have normal tears, it's just going to... Too many trains of thought going on at once. When you have normal tears, sometimes one of them will be a golden one that when it hits an enemy will generate a tear. I don't know if that happens with this particular item or not. So, World Card is not helping us. Double World Card is not helping us. We don't need Demon's Tail, which has a small chance to have a Soul Heart spawn as a Black Heart instead of a Soul Heart, I think. We do need to... It would be nice to remember the layout of this floor so that we can explore it and get more points without delaying too long and losing a few points, but that's what I get for trying to talk while playing the game. Blasting Cat makes it... The trinket that just dropped is a decent one. It makes it so that when you place a bomb... We've been here, right? We have not been here. When you place a bomb, it has a 50% chance to not actually use up a bomb from your inventory, I don't know that 50% is the actual chance. We've been here, right? Yep. That is not good. I don't know that either of these are good enough to have spent that last couple seconds on them, but hey. So I can see forever the pill we took is going to give us vision of the secret rooms when we walk by them, so exploration gets a little better. Use that. That is going to give us health when we open chests, I think. I've taken it so rarely. Oh, almost got hit there because I was expecting the bullets to have already got past. Is the bookworm transformation? It is not, because we didn't take Book of Belial. So we have Bible, How to Jump, and if we get a third book, we'll get a 50% chance to have a extra shot on each shot. We already have 20/20, so I don't know if that stacks. Swallow Penny makes us drop money when we get hit. I don't think there are any trinkets that are really going to give us more points, but let's spend a second on it anyway. There are trinkets that could make us more powerful, but we don't really need that at this point. I think it's worth 1 damage to check this. Get the exploration bonus. Power Pill. No damage needed. At this point, we don't need more power to win, we don't need more power to beat it faster. We just need to not waste time, and most importantly, not get hit. Second most importantly, and not previously mentioned, would be to explore all the rooms, because each one of those is another few points. You can see my points counter ticking up a little bit each time. Super Magnet is kind of funny, because it's very bad. I don't think, unfortunately, Hookworm affects Tech X. It wouldn't be a bad item to have, honestly, just because with lasers, changing the pattern of the laser can sometimes let you get a little more coverage on your shots. Where's that super secret room, anyway? Oh, we've been there. Yes. Well, yeah, we've definitely been there. Because otherwise, if I were the first time in that room, the appearing animation would have played, and if the appearing animation had played, I would have gone into it. Use the world card. Not doing anything for us. Items, items. Triple shot, why not? So that's going to make our shots slower, but we are just going to absolutely destroy. You take a tiny point loss for each item you pick up, and who knows if that's actually going to be worth the points I lost for it, and also, who cares? I like triple shot. I've got a luck bonus for that. D20 is nice for re-rolling pickups into other pickups, but it's just... it's such a tiny benefit. Curved Horn is damage, and that is awesome, and it is not really needed as much as more luck to help get us more pickups for points, because I think that's our only real point gain to be had at this point, is just... oops. Oh, I thought it was already dead. It wasn't quite, but then it was. Alright, full health, that's extra points. The nice thing is this is kind of a linear path to luck up, or pick up your points. That doesn't get us full points. So we're not going to waste a bunch of time going down one corridor and backtracking, which is another way that luck can affect one person's score relative to another, is just, did you happen to go the right way? It's a shame to be on a daily where you have low power and you just barely get to boss... well, it's great to barely get to boss rush. That is good. But it's terrible to barely miss boss rush because you only had enough time to check one path. This gives us 5 extra bombs, so it makes up for the point loss. So when you only have time to check one path and you don't make it there, it's just... a bummer. Alright. Keys. So the closer we can get to 99 of each consumable, the better we're doing on points, as long as we have full health and all those things. That's not points. The pill, I don't remember if we've had that one before, it might be a mystery, but nothing it could be is going to be points. What a chill daily room. Such intense music, just completely interrupted by that chill little jingle. I don't think that chest is going to give us more points than 2 keys, and it might be worth opening, but I'm already past it. Double Wheel of Fortune will go up. That is points. Well, it's not points. This is negative points, and it's fun, so I'm doing it. If we get second place in the world, that's points. Because of, like, 20 points. Alright, 49. That is pretty good. Much worse on time, which makes sense, because we weren't trying to beat it as quickly as possible. We were trying to explore as thoroughly as possible. You can see we got 20,000 points from beating all the stages, and another 20,000 points from all the rooms we explored. Okay, so I did get points for beating Hush, and I did get points for beating Boss Rush, so in the future it is worth doing both. You can see the item penalty was like 1,000, so like all the items we picked up, it's only like a tiny loss for each one. Basically, the big thing I could have improved was just never getting hit at all, because honestly, this run was strong enough to never get hit at all. And let's see how we did worldwide. Well, we know we did 49th. Honestly, I'm just kind of curious to scroll and see if the top scores... Okay, these are all scores that I could have gotten. Okay, these are all scores that I could have gotten just by not taking damage. These scores, like 67,000, are scores that I don't know how that could be possible. I don't know any way you could get an extra 15,000 points without some incredible infinite coin farming setup that would just be so tedious. Which says to me it's more likely this is cheating. Also, I'm appreciating these usernames and pictures. The Samson with Shimshin the Head. I'm assuming that's Shimshin the Hedgehog. That is just choice. So, without further ado, I'm going to wrap up this run, wrap up my Isaac playing, and rest my hands for the day, and say thank you so much for watching my first video in a long time of the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. And goodbye.